In today's pirate news, we dive deeper into the rising threat of piracy across some of the world's most critical maritime routes. While global piracy incidents have generally decreased in recent years, certain hotspots are showing alarming signs of increased activity in 2024. Let's take a look at some of the most notable incidents and trends. Starting with the Singapore Straits, one of the busiest and most vital shipping corridors in the world. On October 1, 2024, 5 armed robbers approached a tanker in a high-speed boat, boarded the vessel, and made their way to the engine room. The intruders, armed with knives, threatened the duty engineer and stole engine stores before fleeing the scene. Despite a swift alarm being raised, the robbers managed to escape before authorities could respond. This incident is far from isolated. Since the beginning of the year, the Singapore Straits has seen a marked increase in piracy-related incidents, with more than 20 reports already documented. These crimes, though often labeled as low-level thefts, are dangerous because they threaten the safety of seafarers. In some cases, crew members have been assaulted or injured, raising concerns about the region's overall security. In Somali waters, piracy has long been an issue, and despite efforts to suppress it, 2024 has already seen several troubling incidents. One of the most significant occurred when a bulk carrier was hijacked by Somali pirates in January, approximately 450 nautical miles off the coast. Thanks to a rapid response from the Indian Navy, all 21 crew members were rescued, and the pirates were thwarted. The Somali region remains a high-risk area for piracy, with hijackings, kidnappings, and ransom demands continuing to pose serious challenges for ships navigating these waters. In fact, naval forces from several nations have been actively patrolling the Indian Ocean to reduce pirate activity. However, experts warn that without sustained international cooperation, the situation could easily escalate once again. The Gulf of Guinea, notorious for some of the most violent piracy attacks in the world, has seen a slight reduction in reported incidents this year. However, it remains a highly volatile region. On January 1, 2024, 9 crew members were kidnapped from a product tanker about 45 nautical miles south of Bioko Island, Equatorial Guinea. While the rate of kidnappings has declined compared to previous years, regional authorities and international naval forces continue to call for enhanced vigilance and stronger security measures. The Gulf of Guinea, which accounts for a significant portion of the world's oil and gas shipments, is particularly vulnerable to piracy. Pirates in this region are often heavily armed and target both crew members and valuable cargo. Recent successes in reducing incidents are attributed to a more coordinated regional effort between local naval forces and international partners, but experts warn that the risk remains ever present. Beyond these hotspots, piracy is also on the rise in other parts of Southeast Asia. In Indonesian waters, there has been a noticeable increase in opportunistic attacks against ships. For example, on September 22, 2024, a tug and barge off the coast of central Kalimantan were attacked by 4 heavily armed pirates. The crew was taken hostage, their hands and feet bound, while the pirates stole the vessel's cargo and damaged communication equipment. Indonesian authorities have since launched an investigation, but the attack serves as a stark reminder of the dangers seafarers face in the region. In South America, piracy is not as prevalent as in some of the world's major hotspots, but recent years have seen an increase in criminal activity along the coasts of Peru and Colombia. At the Callao anchorage in Peru, there have been over 15 reported incidents this year alone, marking the highest number since the early 1990s. These attacks are typically low-level thefts, but some have involved the use of weapons, including knives, to threaten and assault crew members. In Colombian waters, opportunistic attacks have targeted vessels anchored at the Cartagena inner anchorage. On August 28, 2024, a group of robbers attempted to board a tanker by climbing the anchor chain. Fortunately, the crew was alert and able to raise the alarm, scaring the attackers off before they could steal anything. The incident highlights how crucial vigilance is in preventing pirate attacks, especially in areas where law enforcement response times may be slower. Despite global efforts to combat piracy, 2024 has shown that the threat is far from over. While some regions, like the Gulf of Guinea, have seen fewer incidents, others, such as the Singapore Straits and Somali waters, continue to face significant challenges. With piracy evolving and new tactics emerging, the international community must remain vigilant, and naval forces must continue to work together to protect vital shipping lanes. Stay tuned for more updates as we track these incidents and report on the latest efforts to ensure safer seas.